How do you gain clarity on the services that you want to offer as a virtual assistant or a specialized service provider? If we haven't met before, my name is Michele and I am a certified online business manager, and I kindly kick digital CEOs out of the back office so they can focus on more sales, more revenue, and my very favorite, more impact. So I have notebooks and notebooks filled with all the different offers that I could create. But not all of them feel in alignment. Not all of them feel great. They're just things I could create. But that doesn't necessarily mean I should create them. And our offers are really unique to us and who we are as a business owner and as a person. I have notebooks filled with ideas of all the things that I could create for offers in my business. But that doesn't mean I should create all of them, and neither should you. We all have our own individual strengths and our own different perspective on the different offers that we can serve, or different offers or services that we can provide to clients. Now, I don't know why something so easy can be so hard, but it is. And it's just not coming up with the ideas. It's actually coming up with the whole entire package and offer in itself. So once you have your idea, what is it going to be? Is it going to be based on hours? Is it going to be based on a specific result? I mean, what is it? What is your offer and what is the service? How are you going to package it together? Because that's really where it becomes just a little bit more challenging, is when you're trying to actually lay it all out and make sure that you have all the information in there for people to understand exactly what it is that you're providing for them. Now, while hourly is not the best situation to stay in long term, it is the place that I do suggest you start. And the reason being is because that provides you with that experience and knowledge of how long it's actually going to be able to take you to do something. Because you don't want to tell somebody or give somebody a package price and think it's going to take you 2 hours and it takes you 10. Because for every minute that you spend on that, of course, that's bringing down your actual rate that you're charging for people. So it's a great place to start, but don't get too comfortable and stay there for very long, because you want to make sure that you're taking those different things and actually packaging them up and making it a results or an outcome based package for your customers. You want to look at your packages as like a repeatable process that you've done time and time again. So like, for example, if you absolutely love social media, like you totally love being on social media, and you have a whole process that you repeat every single month for that, that's a great package that you can start out with, because you know all the different steps that need to go in to creating a great social media strategy for the whole entire month. And people pay for strategy. They really do, because they're not going to want to figure it out. And if they're looking for somebody to do the social media for, it's because they don't enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, then use that strength to your actual ability. Okay, so when creating the pricing for your package, this is perceived in two different ways. It's perceived in what value you consider, and it's also perceived in who's purchasing it from you, your customers or your client's perception. So what do they perceive the value to be? Because it comes easy to you, you probably underestimate like the actual value that it may have for your customer, because more than likely, if they're having somebody else do it, it's not something that comes easily to them. So they have a very high perception of the value that you would be offering to them, because it's taking away all that time suck and that drain that they have by having to do it. Let's consider two things, because people will pay for that outcome, and we have different perceptions. We have the perception of what we would pay for it, and we have the perception of what our client would pay for it. because it comes easy for you, you may perceive it to be a lower value than what your customer will perceive it to be. So you need to keep that in mind when you're packaging, you're putting a price tag on your different packages. And one of the things that I love to do with my customers is run them through the money game. Now, this is something that I got through the OBM certification, and it is a spreadsheet, and I had one before, but this one is so much better because it actually shows you the different, like what you price your package at, what the actual revenue would be that you could get at the end of the year, depending on how many of those different packages that you were able to sell or that you could actually take on for your bandwidth for the amount of time and work that you want to put in. So that is just a great way when you look towards your revenue goals of being able to figure out what your package pricing is. And if you'd like to get some money game magic, I will go ahead and put a link below to my Clarity Breakthrough session in which we go through the whole money game along with your value ladder and your different funnels. I hope this gets your wheels turning on the different ways that you can package up your services. Now, one thing that I do want to leave you with, it's better to do it sooner and redefine it than wait for a while until you think you have the perfect plan, because sometimes messy and perfect action is better than perfect action that takes you a while, and you still have to redefine it because your idea of perfect is not always your client's idea of perfect. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below. Otherwise, I appreciate you and thank you for your time.